I want you to pause here and think about it. Why were you not aware of a method like this? This makes a lot of sense. This is the exact reason why this was hidden from public. But now you know. Hi everybody, welcome to a very special video. If you trade IronFly, today you're gonna get the top IronFly trick of all time. And when I start my video like this, you can expect some real top quality content coming your way. It's gonna be top shelf. That's why the knowledge retail was never meant to have is what we're gonna discuss here. Before I tell you the number one trick and tell you the VIP points, I have to tell you the number one mistake which everybody is doing when they deploy IronFly. The number one mistake is right here on your screen. Do you spot it? You will say it looks like a conventional IronFly, but this is exactly the mistake. I'll tell you, a retail trader is so scared of his capital, he don't want to lose a single penny. So what do? He hedge it from the beginning itself, right? He buy the call and he buy the put as well, just to make sure that he is fully protected. There should not be any loss. That's why IronFly is number one strategy which is popular across retailers, and retail loses 95%. So can we make IronFly really deadly? Can we really make our ROI really skyrocket high? The answer is absolutely yes. Now, how do we start making IronFly better? Step number one, market only go up or down. There is no third thing about it, right? When you're doing IronFly, if market go in your favor, you see this little tiny, this maximum peak profit, which is 9896. This means nothing. The probability of this maximum profit is less than 1%. This much we all know. And look at the range is so tiny. IronFly is nightmare, especially when the VIX is low. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna do something really smart, much better than anybody can even think of, is that we're gonna enter IronFly in tranches. What do I mean by this? Let me show you the both sides, when trades go in our favor and when we have to real firefight it. You're gonna learn something special. So here we are on a simulator, 2nd of June 25. Remember I told you something, that market only go bullish or bearish. So we're not gonna do this mediocre stuff which everybody seems to do on social media everywhere, right? Aren't you really sick of it? So what do we have to do? First, we have to buy the call which is trading approximately at the money, which is 24,700 in this situation. And then immediately we look forward to sell the next strike, which happens to be 24,750. Once we do this, obviously this is a standard debit spread. Debit spread is really powerful if you do it much intelligently. Okay, the series is just starting, and this dotted line which you see, this is where the market is. Okay, now let's see what happens with this. It usually takes approximately 20,000, 25,000 rupees to deploy a debit spread like this, right? One of the most economical strategies ever. You see the maximum loss is 19,000, the maximum profit is 18,000. So margin always remain on a very low side. But the magic is just going to start now. As you can see now, market has started moving. And we have come on Wednesday now. From 2nd of June, we started this strategy. And what you see is that market is hovering around and standard normal market. All we know is market just have to be slightly bullish to come into our fat green zone. And this is exactly what's happening, is that we made a real whopping ROI. Why? Because market turned in our favor. So in this situation, we don't need to make any IronFly and do any kind of misadventure. First, give yourself chance to make real high ROI. Let's not be scared of the market and hedge your trade both sides like IronFly. It's not that only bad things are gonna happen, good things can also happen. When you take a trade, there is a 50-50 chance that the trade is going to be in your favor, or 50% chance when the trade is not going to be in your favor. We can flip tables around much smartly. Now I know what you're thinking. In this situation, market has gone in our favor. What if we test the same dates and instead of bullish, we make it bearish? Do we have a plan for this? 100%. And we have a solid plan. Let's understand this again. Let me again simulate it and you're gonna know everything about this. So here, exact the same date, same time, everything. But the difference is that we made it on the bearish side. And we know in the previous example that market is gonna go bullish. That means in the massive red zone. I want you to watch this very carefully, okay? And take notes of it, because if you keep doing the same thing which everybody is doing, you can't expect good result, that's for sure. So now let's see, we're gonna go ahead slowly and obviously we can expect some amount of loss. Now, do we have crazy amount of loss if market is moving against us? Maybe no. So we probably wait for loss to become slightly bigger and market is gonna go up as much as we know it. And as we can see, the loss has really gone bigger and market has moved away from where we took our trade. Okay, now it's time for us to do some kind of an adjustment because we gave ourselves a 50-50% chance very smartly for a massive profit or small tiny loss, which you can see over here. Now what do we do? Now the main adjustment starts now. We're going to open an option chain exactly on the same time. So we're going to open option chain and we'll see where at the money options currently are. And we see at the money options currently is 24,850. This is the place where future must be trading if we just double check it. Absolutely. So what we are going to do now, we go to the strike, which is at the money, and we look to buy the same number of lots as per our original quantity. That's right, you heard it correct. We are buying a put at the money. Okay, this is step number one. Step number two is we got to figure out which put is actually losing the most amount of money, which is always going to be the put which you bought earlier. So you got to square this off and we'll see how much this put is trading at. We entered at 399 and it's time to say bye-bye to this put. We are booking it. So we are booking at 235.05. Simple. This is step number two. First, we bought the put, which is at the money, and we squared off the put, which is giving us loss. Okay. Now what we have to do is we have to again open the option chain, and now we have to short 24,550 put again, the same quantity. Okay. We open option chain, we go here 24,550, right? This is the exact same strike which we sold earlier, but now we are selling it one more time. Done. This is nice. So now we have 24,550 and we have longed 24,850. The difference between 24,550 and 850 is around 300 points, right? Even if you do US markets or you do any other markets and you want a real safer way to trade IronFly, this is probably gonna be 300 points difference between both the strike. Now what do we have to do? We have to go down 300 points from 24,550. Okay, so it's very simple. It happens to be 24,250. And we have to simply long it. It's very easy. We got to long 10 lots. And as soon as we do this, our adjustment is 100% complete. And if I show you the payoff, this is how the IronFly look now. Absolute a piece of beauty. I want to give you a recap again. Number one, you removed the bleeding put because market moved away. Step one. Step two, you went at the money and you bought a put. And after that, the earlier put which you sold, now you sold again with double quantity. And the last and the easiest step of all is that you went equal distance down and you long puts again. So your losses are absolutely capped when you trade IronFly. Now from here, a couple of things can happen. Number one, market can move up again. Now, if you've been watching this channel, you know very well nobody adjusts IronFly better than we do because we have more than a decade of experience into the markets. It's pushing 1.5 decades now. We can adjust it by 10 different ways. But in this situation, how do we do? It's going to be very smart and very intelligent way to trade into the markets. So now what we got to do, we got to go 1 day ahead. Okay, so now let's go ahead in this and let's see what happens with this. Losses are capped when you trade IronFly. I'm not doing any adjustment, although I can do multiple adjustment now, but this is for somebody who really don't want to do a lot of adjustments, want to keep things simple, want to keep the losses capped. If this resonates with you, think about taking the next step towards your learning and making your trading even better could mean for you, right? You see this here now, market is hovering, and what you can see, the losses have really reduced, obviously because market move around a bit. That's what happens with the market. And now what you see, the entire trade from a brutal loss making one side trade has turned back into profit. And I haven't done the most common when you move your IronFly where the market is. If I do that adjustment, could have a good flash of 5% of an ROI quite easily in this. But hey, even if you do not do much, your losses are capped. You have made IronFly even better. In fact, IronFly on steroids. When you do couple of steps better than where the public is trading. And if you're somebody who's really looking forward to level up, want to learn the real top shelf methods, you can always get in touch with the team. If you have to take the next step and improve on your trading, nobody else gonna do it for you. Just like you learning now, in a very short amount of time, real power packed thing. And guess what? I'm not done yet. I'm gonna give you VIP points as well. I will equip you with that knowledge, which YouTube, it's very difficult to find, that is for sure. So gear up, I've got something really special now. Time for VIP points. You wanna go one step more ahead. You can do this if you don't want to stop at this adjustment. And if you're wondering what if market really just keep on going in one direction, then I'm gonna have certain amount of loss, and you don't want to do crazy IronFly adjustment. Do you want one fix? Yes, shall I give it to you? All right, let's go to the payoff now, and I'm gonna tell you, even if market continue to travel in one way, what can we do? On YouTube, I have limitations, but I try to stretch my limits as much as I can. We are definitely few heads ahead of everybody, but now we're gonna be ahead by leaps and bounds. Open option chain. Locate where the market is trading at the moment, which is around here approximately 24,800. It can be anything, okay, doesn't simply matter. Can we do it in Bank Nifty? Of course, any index, anywhere in the world. Option trading is same almost. It's just that the difference is of margins and some rules. Otherwise, 90% trading is all same. We went out of the money and we have extra margin and we want to make one side safe. Really, really safe. And guess what? We have done exactly that. When you sell out of the money puts, and market is here currently, we understand that, but market was here as well. So if market is here and market continue to travel, there is not much of an issue because you now have converted, dear traders, your debit spread into IronFly. Your IronFly into ratio spread is exactly what you have done. Now I'm sure you must be wondering, if you've been doing IronFly from such a long time, why no one told you this method, right? By which you can enter via spread first. And if market goes into your favor, I don't want to tell you the ROI. It's for you to calculate in your debit spread if you make such a high return, what it could mean for maximum traders who do technical analysis and waste their precious years into the market. Not their fault probably. That's the exact reason why I say hit and trial way of trading one must completely avoid. It's always better to learn the top shelf stuff. You can elevate your trading game. You can learn this craft in record time. You can get in touch to learn in depth. Get better trading methods. Get the trading methods which are out of the box. Just drop a message. You can get details directly from the team. Improving on your trading journey, if you are considering it as a business, you cannot do it with just old way of trading. Something is popular, it doesn't mean that you have to keep on doing for 5-10 years. You have to think creative. You have to think better. You have to think about upgrading. That's the name of the game. I'm sure you must have learned some great things from this video. And next time when you see someone doing IronFly the conventional way, share this video and help him improve on his trading. Thanks for watching, and like I always say, you're gonna do so well in trading, you will surprise everyone. I wish you all the best. Bye-bye.